Hi, ladies. Congratulations on completing week 1 and starting week 2. Your initial discussion post is going to be due tomorrow, which is Thursday. Make sure that that is on time. I think I said in the first video that your initial discussion post has to be in on Thursday by 11:59. Otherwise, it doesn't count. Even if you write something amazing a few hours later. If it's late, then it's the policy of the American Women's College to not give credit. So I want to give you credit. So make sure that you answer all the questions in the prompt. Make sure that your answers are thorough and complete sentences, and you engage with your classmates over the next few days afterwards. You get full points if you write 4 responses to your peers. So aim for 4. That way I can just give you a 100, and I'll also be meeting you on the discussion forum and giving you some hopefully discussion topics or affirmation that you did a great job on your writing for the group. So you'll find me there. So week 2, let's talk about the discussion. So one of the things that I noticed about this course is that one of the things that I remember about this course, is that it can be a little hard to read someone else's essay, then write your initial post, and then try to engage in discussion with your classmates. And it kind of feels repetitive because these essays have been chosen because they have a specific issue or they contain something that we want you to examine. So when you're responding to your peers after reading Brianna's essay, just try and see if there were different points of view that you could point out, or if there was a detail in her writing that bothered you or you liked. They are not perfect, and they're not supposed to be perfect. So feel free to point out the mistakes, because if you identify the mistakes that are in Brianna's essay, first of all, you're not going to hurt her feelings because she's not a part of our discussion, but you're also identifying things that you don't want to occur within your own papers. And that's the main point here. You find the flaws, you identify them, you don't do them in your own paper. You find the good, you identify them, you don't do them, or you do them in your paper. So the whole point is to see these examples and to grow from them. So you'll be focusing on purpose, audience, assumption, and context. So is she speaking correctly to you? Is her purpose clear to you? Do you understand what her argument is? And does she argue it well? So just kind of break it down, go through, I believe that there are 5 questions. Go through each question, give a couple of sentences to each one, and remember, evidence is always fantastic. Looking at your writing assignment for this week, this is your research topic proposal. So this is where you, in full sentences, in complete prose style, not bullets, not an outline, but detailed writing, explain what your paper is going to be about. I would prefer if you didn't number them, like answering questions. Like, I don't want short answers for each question. I'm looking for a structured, hopefully essay style response. Be as detailed as possible, because when I go back and I grade your final essay, I'm not just going to look at that final essay. I'm going to look at your whole process. Did your initial topic proposal accurately describe what your final product is? And did you grow in the writing process as that occurred? So be detailed, make sure you have a great idea, because you're going to be spending a lot of time with this topic. I don't think I saw any topics that made me nervous, and I mean that only sometimes students can choose a topic that they're passionate about, but it's hard to write about because they're tough topics. And then all of a sudden you realize you're thinking about it day and night, and that's all you're thinking about, and your writing is revolving around this scary topic. And I don't think we have any of those. So that's wonderful. We do actually have a lot of topics that haven't been covered before, which I'm really excited about, because you can only read about the hot topics so often every semester. So I'm really actually excited. You should email me if you have any questions about what your topic proposal should encompass. If you want me to proofread before your final draft, email it to me. I'd be glad to tackle it for you. But other than that, things are looking great. Don't forget to do your knowledge path as well. Just as a hint, knowledge path for the writing samples that you might have to put in have to be perfect. If there's a space off or a comma off or you're missing a piece of punctuation, sometimes it will mark your answer wrong. So if you find that you have to write your answers in, write them perfectly because it can be very sensitive. All right, I'm here if you need anything. I hopefully you have nothing but success with your topic proposal. And over the next couple of weeks this March, we'll be able to create something beautiful that you can brag about tackling. So good luck.